Well, welcome to my little workbench where we're going to bring this little Samsung Gear 360 back to life. Now, it still works great internally. Unfortunately, the first time that I used it, well, that didn't work out at all. So now we have to fix it. Obviously, you're watching this because you've had a similar experience, and believe me, I think it sucks. So, I'm gonna remove the base off the little camera here. We're going to put tape around the outer edge just to protect that fancy little silver bezel there on both sides. So you can see right there, got it nice and protected all the way around. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. The sandpaper we use would take the color off of that plastic, so this right here will protect it from that and keep any grit out from the edges, so we shouldn't have to clean it up much once we're done. Okay, here we go. Gonna go get a little bit of water. So we're gonna start with 400 to get the coating off of it. Okay, we've got to get down to the meat of the plastic. So there's 400. Then you go to a little bit finer sandpaper, which is gonna be 600. So we have to get it all evenly done at 600. Okay, from 600 to 800, which is even finer. From there, I'm going to go to 1,000, and from there, I'm going to go to 3,000. Now it's quite a jump between 1,000 and 3,000. Since I'm going to have this on a drill, it will more than take care of the lack. You can buy the pads. This right here is exactly what they look like. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to start sanding this right here with just a drop of water on the paper. The reason you have wet dry sandpaper is it keeps the sandpaper from clogging. So periodically I will rinse the paper and blot it off, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the side that I've already partially done, and we'll go from here. This right here, coating that's on that plastic. There you see. See how it starts to come off? You can see how it's pretty much getting down to the meat. Any place that I have not gotten down past the coating, you're going to see it's still very glossy and shiny. The catch is, the only way you're going to see it is to lightly blow on it and get it to be dry, because anywhere it's wet, it will appear to have been done. Can you see how it's shiny on the edge? Okay, sometimes you kind of learn by going. I anticipated this being a little bit of an issue around the edge, but I didn't know exactly how much. So what I'm going to do is use this little guy right here, a little popsicle stick, to get right around the edge. Just wrap it in like this. A little bit of water. This right here will allow me to get right up onto the edge. Just constantly moving as to not make any flat spots in that plastic. Okay, you can see right there what kind of finish we're getting. See how right along the edge right in here, there's just a part that I'm really not able to get to. I don't think that's going to have a huge effect because it's actually so close to the bevel. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be much, much better than it was with a big nick in it. So I'm not completely done yet. This right here is with 800 grit. Alrighty, I wanted to put a fresh layer of tape around it just to protect that bezel as we move up to the 1000 grit. Okay, here we are a couple minutes later. This right here is after I've done the 1000 grit. As you can see, this is the side that I haven't done at all. See how this side is becoming much more clear? It's because the 1000 is much, much finer sandpaper. Zoom that puppy in. This right here is with 1000 grit. Looks like I'm getting a pretty nice even job there. What I want to do now is take this to 3000. So what I've done is I've cut a circle out of this particular one because, well, I'm going to cheat a little bit and I'm going to use a little device that I use on the headlights when I do them. See, I've already cut this little circle out right here. I'm going to put it on the drill and carefully go right around the edge and then buff out the center there. If you're using an electric device like this, make sure that you keep it moving. You don't want any flat spots to appear on the plastic. I go right up to the edge of the tape without damaging the tape. Just going to work around it in a circular fashion. Look how well that 3000 has done. So we're very, very close to have completely restored this particular lens, even after it took quite a chip with a rock there. Okay, the next step I'm going to show you, this little guy right here. Now I highly, highly, highly recommend the 3M version of this, okay? There's just something about this particular rubbing compound that really, really does the trick. So, see, I just put a little bit on my finger. This right here is what's going to help just get the final little bit of haze out of this. Literally, I can just work it in like this, or I can put just a little bit of it on this paper towel here, and that right there will be the final stage for this side of the lens, just like so. I actually have a little buffing pad specifically for this, which is right here. Highly recommend this right here. But if I do this in the house, I'm gonna sling this all over the kitchen area where I currently am sitting. So I'm gonna just do it by hand. All right, well, I really appreciate you watching this tutorial all the way to the end. And remember, sometimes stuff just happens, but there's always a way to fix whatever is broken. Okay, well, I appreciate you watching this video all the way to the end. Now you know exactly how to fix your scratched or damaged or dented or pinged Samsung Gear 360. Remember, be the light for those in the darkness. We'll see you again soon. Can't wait to see what you do with your newly repaired 360 camera. Oh, remember, if you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel if you like. Got lots of new interesting stuff coming along the way. So enjoy. Take care. Peace.